purple leash for their Hirara.
Brother, Melissa it up.
Yeah, yeah, Melissa's good.
Melissa the gold lane. That's my pick, baby.
Yeah, Melissa did pop up already yesterday. And I think for wildcards, if I'm not mistaken, we saw it once in MWI.
It was Vamos yesterday.
Vamos yesterday, right?
Goat.
Yeah. Only the Jawhead will be able to go through, but then you won't even be able to toss her. You're just going to pop the damage with the Unstoppable Force, but you'll be knocked out of her dome immediately if you try to get the toss up on the Melissa.
Please, Melissa, please.
Yeah, with all of this dive, go away would be perfect right now. Unless they decide to play for range and pick up something like the Granger packet with a Piercer, but I would prefer Melissa. They get the click. Oh, this is such a tough click game though.
Yeah, that's a pretty risky choice.
Yeah, it's like you're choosing to say, I like this, please make it more difficult for me. I want to show off how good I am.
Well, maybe they are that good.
Got quite a wild opportunity to see Selena and Jawhead within the same composition. We've seen many victims in ranked games getting absolutely demolished, but how quick they're able to kind of speed up. Wow, they're getting an ultra leash here. Like Xeno didn't need more help.
We need this purple buff. That is it. There will be no invades. We will secure it, and we will do something after. But for sure, it's happening.
It's crazy. It's a wild style of composition because for Geekay, if things start to go downhill, if they don't develop a lead, if the Yangon Galacticos are the ones who actually maintain at least a 2K lead, I think this game is sort of done for unless they can put some damage onto Sanji. But in the meantime, I like the fact that Geekay, they don't want to slow down. They're just going to play for that information and really work with the mid trio to get things moving across the map.
Yeah, and they take some really interesting pathing. I almost kind of worry about this Zeno. With such a lead that they had, getting that purple buff immediately, they could have used that to have him just start in his own jungle, but they go for the litho, they go into the mid, hope that there's a possible mess up, and now that quick pace that they wanted to set kind of just evens out in a sense.
Then they don't mind that, right? They don't mind that. They're looking for lane punishes. I don't see them trying to contest for the very first turtle of this game, but I think, honestly, they need to put as much punishment onto Sanji as possible, right? Because as much as Yaga wants to one-shot him, it's hard to trade against somebody, especially at level 2, who can recoil backwards and also lock you down to get free damage on the trade. So Yaga, unless there is a commitment to an all-in to force Sanji to flicker away, most of the time, you just have to kind of sit in that bush, just wait for your time, get a quick push, and then move away.
All right, Ying getting a little starved away. He's got to try to make his way in to get that card. Is able to get it, so everything back to normal on the bot side.
Oh my god, they got a permanent freeze on top side. Like, what is it? He can't walk up. Like, Yaga walks up, he's going to get blasted every single time.
But, I mean, he can close the distance pretty quickly, and we are at least seeing him. But down to the turtle. Blink. Taking a little bit of damage by everybody. A beautiful I'm offended, pulling them all in. Tempest of Blades connects onto none. Bahan still finds the kill onto Shen. Now Aizen forced to run away. YG bring it all in on the first turtle.
And that's exactly what you want to see, right? I would have imagined that they didn't want to do it, but Ying makes all the difference here. Flickering forward and catching all 4 of the members from the side of Geekay. Very nice of him to do so, because with this lead, they're going to push it even further. And that's the thing about Yangon Galacticos' composition, right? It is a little risky here and there, but it doesn't mean that Geekay missing out that first turtle is the end of the world. The real question is whether or not, they get the blast down, and luckily for Aizen, he's able to tank the damage. No.
Ooh. That's the passive, right?
Yeah.
The after effect.
Ooh, that is nasty. Nasty, nasty stuff. And I think this is going to be what the game is going to look like for a while.
Hopefully, I mean, it's already 5-0. I don't know how much longer it could go if it continues to look like that. It could be another very quick game if things follow this pacing. Shen on the bottom side just trying to defend the tower at this point as YG continues to advance forward. Look at Blink just constantly keeping tabs in their jungle, constantly pushing in. The thing is with a lineup like a Jawhead and a Selena, that's what they should be doing, right? Yeah. They should be the ones pushing in. Good amount of damage on a Ying there, but it's not going to be enough to take him down. Shen going to fully commit. Completely misses. Ying. Oh, wait a second, I'm offended, he's okay!
What a surprise! What a surprise! Why are people trying to dive people like Ruby? There is just no point, especially if you don't land that first arrow, if you don't get the guaranteed CC, and now the punish.
A nice kick from Blink on a Zeno. Han moves in, Tempest of Blades, just try to close the distance. Ooh, Han will get stunned up. Unable to get the kill on his Zeno, but wait. He dashes back and forward, back to safety. Geekay still unable to get a single kill on the board.
Unreal. He's still able to have the time, and honestly, just really good movement so far. Yaga, he can get this kill onto Blink, but is he willing to die for this? Is he willing to flicker? And he is!
Worth it. Value, I would say, at this point. Just get what you can.
Is Sanji gonna walk up? No. They're not gonna contest this. Yeah, they're already using the unstoppable force on towards Han's side, making sure that he's kind of deep.
A nice throwback from Shen there. I'm offended, connects onto Aizen though, and Shen unable to get away as Han close the distance onto more members. Aizen falls. Quinnock may just be next. Sanji able to get off the headshot. 3 members down on the side of Geekay. Just when I was about to say, okay, they're getting some pace back. They get a turtle, they get a kill. This happens.
Every single time. And the worst part is that this has occurred. This is not like a new thing for the Yangon Galacticos. They did this in game number 1 as well, and they were also able to get the mid-tier 1, which is the most important structure on this map for their first 8 minutes of the game. Now, with the missing mid-tier 1, they get to walk into the jungle for free. Like it's, hey, tourism pass for everybody. Everybody's got a Malaysian passport.
And, I mean, and the fact that that's the first one that gets taken before any side lanes go down is even more of a statement here by YG. And with the composition that they have, with all of these strong frontliners like the Ruby, with Blink being able to dash through, having that just makes their composition work even more. Now they take out the tier 3 on the top side, and even more movement around where this next and last turtle's gonna come up.
Han's gonna take it in front of his face. Aizen just doesn't have enough damage for this. He's 3 levels down, and not to mention that at least for this Ling, Han is having the time of his life, uncontested. And for the majority of the abilities coming on for the side of Geekay, the burst damage is very target locked, so he just has to hold up his Bladed Tempest and dodge it.
Yaga can at least try to get a tower for himself, but it doesn't mean much at this point. They have, I mean, at this point, you got to regroup. It's a 3,000 gold lead. There is still plays that could be made, but they definitely need to stick together a bit more. We said it last game. Once they started falling behind, you have a composition that you want to sit around. Everyone needs to kind of work together, get those combos off. They don't have any big range with the marksman. They sacrifice that for the fighter off lanes. Turtle is up now. What can they do about it?
Initially, I thought maybe playing for the strong side in this Paquito, because he can hard shove this way, but now it's kind of 50-50, and here we go. Turtle contestation.
Shen, look for the engage, gets the ejector. Unable to get the throw onto any, though. Turtle does go down, and so does Aizen. Ying now going to move on. A beautiful flicker in from Yaga. Yaga able to get some nice shots off, but won't be able to get away from here. YG just collecting heads one by one.
There was a potential outplay angle for Yaga, but he did not want to lose out on his flicker for the next upcoming fight. And I think at this point, having the Selena is great, because now you can watch Yangon Galacticos in first-person view steal away your camps and still not be able to do anything about it.
This is rough.
This is really, really rough. And I want to be positive for them, but at the same time, with the composition that they have, like, they don't have a lot of comeback mechanics unless those arrows hit. And even when those arrows hit, there's a pretty good chance, unless it hits Kaiser, unless it hits Sanji, everybody else has a response. Blink can block arrows. Ying, as we've seen 3 times already, has flickered I'm offended to catch multiple members. Like, if Geekay cannot punish that, they should not fight them during the neutral objective.
And the Ruby just destroys everything that Geekay wants to bring here. Every little bit of dive. And if they do get past the Ruby, there's still the quick stun from, ooh, nice kick. Does land down onto Aizen. Still the quick stun from Kai's. Still the quick second skill, small stun from Sanji. It's so hard to break through, and even if you're going for those targets, you have Han jumping onto you. So it's a tough match. Even if Geekay was able to kind of even things out here, it's just a hard match to fight.
They're living on a prayer. That's the truth of it. And even Yaga, right? He's in this 2v1 scenario, finally gets to go, uses his flicker. You're up against Ling. He's going to chase you down. Like, there's so many weird decisions happening in this game that has, honestly, I think game 1 has absolutely crushed that confidence. And after that first turtle, it's just PTSD. It's all happening all over again. Game 1 replaying in their minds.
YG going to slowly continue to pick apart this map. Lord will be up in a few seconds. They've taken the tier 2 on the bottom side. They haven't lost this. Oh no, they lost their top tier 3, so little something for Geekay. The arrows, I don't think I've seen a single arrow hit.
Some of them have hit. It's just, you know, it hit somebody like Blink. It's hit Ying a couple of times. Both of them just laugh at it. Again, no real
Want you to
way.
come in.
Exactly, that's the problem. They're like signaling them, please, this is the airstrip, land the plane here.
I'm offended. Onto Aizen. On gets the engage. Yaga is there, gets some nice damage, but Aizen still goes down, unable to connect, and Yaga kicked back, taken out. Sanji will get that kill. They're just sharing him at this point. Geekay unable to do anything in the face of this team right now.
I think I figured it out. I think that Geekay haven't realized it's not the fact that they have this huge economic lead on the side of Yangon Galacticos. It's the fact that they're walking up as if there's people behind them, and Yangon is like, wait, we already have full vision. We know you're by yourself. And this keeps on happening. Geekay is trying to fake them out with their positioning, trying to fake them out as if like, yes, I'm a legitimate threat. The truth is, it's already been exposed. The satellite sees everything.
So what do Geekay do? I mean, I guess we pointed out they just continue to not do it. A little bit of a 1v1, the anime fight. Han wins once again. Shen, I mean, even Shen unable to really engage. Goes for Blink this time. Doesn't get the toss. A lot of damage on a Blink with Sanji's just free hitting from the backside, and I'm offended with the flicker. More damage lands on Aizen. Sanji getting aggressive, dashing in. Shen just trying to zone them away, just trying to defend the base. A Lord is coming soon, though, and YG's not done yet.
At this point, it's not just living on a prayer, it's putting lipstick on a pear, and now they're looking for a little bit more. It's hot finally to get the shutdown!
Finally, Yaga connects. No one was there to help him out. Ying wasn't there to slow him down, and Geekay Esports getting another kill on the board. Shen with the toss.
Oh my
God. But everyone walks in. Nobody able to help out at all. Blink getting low. Sanji able to find Shen. Blink does finally drop. Yaga is finally picking up some kills on the board. All three, the only 3 of Geekay's kills are in the hands of Yaga.
And now there is some legitimate hope. They were able to get the right spells. And Yangon Galacticos, unfortunately, a little too over-eager. But look at this, right? He gets on top of Han, kills him, no problem. But here's the moment where Yaga wants to come in, and guess who saves the day? It's Blink, who blocks the shot to save Sanji's life here. Yaga was thinking about getting the empowered shot and flickering right on top of the correct targets, similarly to what his Jawhead did.
Oh my lord, Han is moving and grooving right now.
They're maintaining that distance, but since you brought up the question, I will answer. They're going to need somebody to bait the spells. The only problem is I don't think that the Yangon Galacticos, when the Unstoppable Force comes out of Shen, they're just going to wait until it's done, right?
Oh, Aizen down. Han able to get the kill. Blink looking for the next target. Ooh, beautiful flicker! Calling the dash preemptively, but Yaga to the backside. He flickers through. He wants Sanji. He's able to get Quinok. Sanji goes down as well, and Yaga's picking him up. But Kai's finally gets the shutdown, and it's a full team wipe for YG.
Pretty good idea, but they could not collapse at the exact same time. There's just too many delays with the help of Ying, covering so much space. He's 3-0-16. This Ruby pick has absolutely demolished their comp as they start knocking on the front door. Geekay, what are you gonna do about this? You need 6 seconds.
I don't think there's much Geekay can do. With the minions crashing through, YG does decide to back off. They're not going to force it. But the jungle's gone. There's no bust for the side of Geekay, and Lord is up. Does Geekay go for this? Honestly, they've been going for a non-stop, so I wouldn't put it past them to try to take this fight.
I honestly think they should do it again, right? Force this fight underneath by the Lord. They need to, Geekay are the ones who have to walk on over, and if Yangon don't do this fast, that top wave is going to build up to force the decision for them.
Dashes through, big kick onto Quinok. Quinok goes down. Tempest of Blades falls onto Aizen. It's on the top side. Yaga gets pulled back in with the I'm offended. Kais gets the kill. The rest of Geekay running for the hills.
Yep. And now they're going for the endgame. They don't even need the Lord at this point. They know what they need to do. And Sanji is just too strong. He can single-handedly do the siege.
It's a 4v5 right now, or a 3v5 right now. Aizen goes down. YG gonna move on to Shen here. Last minion drops. They do have to back off. They're unable to connect to the base.
I don't know how long we can do this for because it's coming to a point where we're getting to the 42K mark. Once we get to the 42K mark, we're expecting that Xeno alongside, well, in this case, Yaga, would have hit their core items. I know for a fact that Yaga has his item, Xeno at the same time, but the rest of them, they just don't have enough stats, especially for Aizen. Literally 2 items.
But I mean, in the end, right, Aizen, I think the big problem for Geekay, where's the major damage? You have some physical damage. Quinnock was never able to come online, and even then, towards late game, the Selena's always going to start to fall off a bit, you know? And it wasn't able to get that value you would get out of it in the early to mid. And at this point, without a marksman, without any kind of range, and with just physical damage as your major damage dealers, even once the core items come in, where does Geekay go with that?
The physicality of their damage isn't the problem. It's the fact that this Ruby has literally blocked them at every single angle. Like, Yaga wants to close the distance, but he can't because he's melee. So at this stage, it really is just whether or not Ying can get moved out of position.
Ying pulls Zeno back in. Zeno goes down. Aizen about to get hit by the Tempest of Blades as Han dashes under the tower, get the kill. Lord connects onto the base, a big kick onto Yaga, and that should be it. YG, with one last empowered wave, will move on to the base. They want to make things fast, they want to make things quick. YG take game number 2 and win the series.
Oh, the outclass here. The Yangon Galacticos take the game to